segment is adding integers. We've talked a lot about integers the last couple days, so we know what integers are. We know what absolute value is. We're going to start with the most basic adding of integers, and that rule is very simple. When there are two or more positive integers, you just add like normal. Add, and it will be positive. You're used to doing that. It would be like 5 plus 2 equals 7. That's easy. You all know how to do that. Now the problem occurs when one of these numbers is a negative number. So let's say our problem is not 5 plus 2, but it's negative 5 plus 2. If I had a number line and I could use a number line, I could go down here and look at negative 5 and say, oh, I'm adding 2 to it. 1, 2, so I will get negative 3. However, you don't always have a number line. So we need to have a different plan in place. The plan that we're going to use is we are going to take the absolute value of each of the numbers. So the absolute value of negative 5 is 5, and the absolute value of 2 is 2. Then we just subtract the two numbers, and we get 3. And we have to decide, is 3 going to be positive or negative? We decide it's going to be negative by looking at which of these absolute values is bigger, 5 or 2. 5 is bigger, it's negative, so my answer is negative. So let's just do another one as an example, just to be sure you understand that. What happens if I have negative 6 plus 4? Absolute value of negative 6 is 6. Absolute value of 4 is 4. I subtract. I get 2. Will 2 be positive or negative? Which one of these has a bigger absolute value? This one. It's negative, so my answer is negative. Another example. Let's do 5 plus negative 2. Now notice I put the negative 2 in parentheses. I did that so that I'm not cluttering it up with a plus and a minus next to each other. That makes it hard to read. This way it's easier to read. Same rules apply. Absolute value of 5 is 5. Absolute value of negative 2 is 2. I subtract. I get 3. Which one has the greater absolute value? The 5. It's positive. My answer is positive 3. I do like for you to put a box around your answer so that it's clear which part of the problem is your answer. One last section here, one last part of this section, number 3, is when you add two opposites. So whenever you add opposites, you get 0. So if I have negative 4 plus 4, that equals 0. If I have 2 plus negative 2, that equals 0. Of course, that only works with two numbers. You can be adding more than two numbers. So if I have negative 2 plus 5 plus negative 4, I just do these two, get an answer, do that answer, plus the third number. Okay.